everybody. Welcome to Bestie Book Reviews. I'm here with my bestie, Mandy.
And I'm here with my bestie, Jessica.
So this is 1 Minute Book Recs, and we've got lots to talk about. I will be talking about the newest Ruby Dixon, and I also have some news that's a little bit sad, and we're going to talk about it. But, yeah. See, and now I have thrown myself off with a hook.
Okay, so we're going to dive in just a second, but make sure you hit that subscribe button and comment on this video, our last week's 1 Minute Book Recs, to be entered to win Chasing Fire by Avery Kingston.
Okay. So just in case you guys didn't get it.
Signed copy.
It is. Just in case you guys didn't understand, this is our 1 Minute Book Recs. I don't think I even said that. So this is where we go over all the books we read in the past week with 1 minute synopsis. Now, Mandy, go, because now I'm all messed up.
Okay.
And it's okay.
So I think we're ready to dive in. So
we are.
Oh, really fast update. I know we got a lot of messages about this. This past week has been crazy for us. So I only read 3 books this week because
I read 6.
I was at the county fair with my son for the whole week, basically. And the day that I was hoping to get a whole bunch of stuff done before fair, a deer stepped right out in front of me. I thought my car was totaled. It's not totaled. It's like over 12 grand in damage.
Not pretty, but
no,
it's not total.
It's pretty bad up front. But yeah, this deer stepped right out in front of me and there was nothing I could do about it.
Yep.
Well, I mean, because they teach you, especially where we live, there's this is very common out in the country. But I was actually on the freeway. But it's a 2-lane in front of me, and you're not supposed to swerve. And I didn't really even have the opportunity to swerve, even if I wanted to. It was horrific. But I'm okay. The state patrol showed up. The ambulance came. It was quite the ordeal. But it really,
okay, and that's what's important.
Delayed my day, so I didn't get anything done I was hoping to get done. And I'm now driving a minivan while I wait for my car to come back. So 3 books for me.
It's okay. I only read 6. So it's all good. It is all good. I knew that you were gonna have a slower week. I had a slower week. It was a big packing week. There we did both BJ's and Pam's. There's a few scragglers out there, but for the most part, those are out. And I will say too, just in case anybody's wondering, because I have had some messages on the Coveted cover side, so I'm wondering, some people here might be wondering, because the Spokane fires have made national news at this point in time. We are not in Spokane, we are on the other side of the state, and we are safe, but we are praying for everybody affected by the Spokane wildfires and everybody out there trying to fight the Spokane wildfires. My sister lives in that area, but her house is safe for now. So, yeah.
I have some friends who have had to evacuate.
My friend Melissa, her daughter had to evacuate. She teaches in Tenasket, and she evacuated night before last with her firefighter boyfriend, her fiance. They're engaged now. So, yeah. Anyhow, let's talk books.
But what's your sad news?
Well, I'll get to it in just a second.
Oh, okay. Because I listened to you ramble on about something else for like 30 minutes.
Well, that's sad, just in a different way.
You were venting. You were very upset. I shouldn't say ramble on. You were venting hardcore.
But we never know who's going to watch a video, so we can't talk about it on here.
We're not going to talk about it, but I'm just wondering what the sad news is now.
Okay, well, let's talk about my reread. I had to do a reread for very specific reasons, and we are going to discuss that. So the first book that I have for the week is Wait in the Truck by Layla James and Shauna Mareed. This is a dark cowboy romance. I read at the end of last year. And I'm told the second book, which I'm just starting, is like I have friends reading it and they're just all in love with it. So this is, again, dark cowboy. This is about Cade and Sage. They live like they're rival families on rival ranches next door to each other. And poor Sage, she's in a relationship with a guy who is not good to her. She's waiting tables at a bar, and Cade goes and watches her just to make sure that she's safe. But her boyfriend beats her up one night. They have a confrontation at the bar. Cade sees him hit her, and then later that night he finds her in the alley and she has been beat up. And so he takes her to his truck. He drives her to get her stuff from her boyfriend's house, and he tells her to wait in the truck. And he goes inside and he takes care of business. Like he really takes care of business. And then he takes her home. But poor Sage is dealing with a lot of things that are going on in her life that are not good. And Cade is going to be her, I wouldn't call him a white knight because he'll hurt anybody who hurts her, but oh, I just love this man so so much. I listened to the audio this time around. There is audio now, and oh, it is so good. But that does bring me to my sad-ish news. For those who don't know, Layla has made the announcement that she has a malignant brain tumor, and it's in the area where her stories live. And so she starts therapy tomorrow, and which today, I guess today when you guys watch it, it's a Monday, she starts that. And so she is finishing up a book she's writing right now, but she doesn't know how long she'll be able to do that. And she's just asking that people sign up for her newsletter because you'll get all of her updates and stuff there. As of right now, she's being told that people with this brain tumor live a year and a half, 18 months, somewhere in there. She was hoping to get in this clinical trial, and she told me that if she got in the clinical trial, 2 weeks would be pushed out. She didn't get in the clinical trial. So she starts chemo, I think it's chemo tomorrow. But her website for those who go sign up to get info from her is it's laylajames.biz. And then from there you can get her newsletter. So there you go.
Okay.
But
now
she's
I know.
gonna.
I knew what the sad news was a long time ago. I thought this was new sad news. Sorry.
No, but she says she's gonna kick cancer's ass. So we're rooting for her to kick cancer's ass.
Yes.
So, yeah. Okay. Next.
Oh, way to transition for me.
I know. Whoopsie.
Goodness. I don't even have my journal marked.
No, you were listening.
Yes. Hey, I have something to say.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody can see this on
Mine's
here.
fine.
Where the spine, like the papers are cut, like at a very awkward, like there's a big gap in there. And so I wanted to talk about something because I see where authors talk about this a lot. So this is our book journals, which you can get on Amazon. We upload all of the files, and then Amazon prints those as people order them. And that's how it works for authors as well. So when you order books from Amazon and they come like this, which I just didn't notice the journal like this until after I wrote in it, you need to contact Amazon and return it. This is not a reflection on us for our journals or authors. So when books come messed up, this is an Amazon issue and you need to let them know. Don't rate an author down low for this, mark them down low for the printing, because that's not on them. I was actually reading where some authors were discussing all the printing issues that they have. And one author said that she had ordered some books and some of them came with the wrong cover on them, but others had the right cover. So it's just wild. And hopefully they start to really take the concerns about that serious. But I just wanted people to know, like, if you get something that has a printing defect on it like that, it is not the author's fault.
No, and I'm hearing a lot more from authors lately that it's happening a lot more. Now, this one I ordered probably about 2 weeks after you ordered yours. It was just shortly after you ordered yours, and mine's perfectly fine. So it just kind of depends. They're not doing the greatest.
Like I said, an author had ordered a bunch of the same copy of her books, and some came with the wrong cover on them. But
like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
So. Make it make sense. So, okay.
Okay, my next book is one that I got at Bray, and that is All Your Fault by Kristen Lee. Wow, you were fast on that today.
Fast on that finger.
Okay, so this is Adelie and Hagen. And it's the first book in the Campus Stallion series. And we do see Hagen in her previous series to this. So Adelie has broken up with her boyfriend. He was just awful. And you see him a little bit at the beginning and you'll understand like that she needed to break up with him. And she's just kind of decided to swear off guys. And because when she falls, she falls hard. She wants it to be like true and real. And so she's just decided like she's just going to focus on her gymnastics career because she's at college for gymnastics. Hagen is there as a baseball player and they kind of have some similar friends. So they end up around each other a few times. And she's quite taken by him because he's a very good looking man. And she might get injured because she's slightly distracted by him. And that's going to make her dislike him even more. So this is the couple on the back. I think I talked about this in the Bray video, are a real life couple They are a baseball player and a gymnast. So while her story is completely fictional, she did interview this couple to get some information for them to understand like the baseball side and then gymnastic side. So we also have this as reverse Grumpy Sunshine. And I know people have been asking us about Grumpy Sunshine lately. So that is reverse Grumpy Sunshine. I rated it 4 stars.
Good. So I got a little too trigger happy with my finger this week. And I downloaded an audiobook that I'd already read the book, but I was thinking it was a different book. But I started listening to it and I was like, well, I hadn't listened to the audiobook and now I got it. So let's listen to it. So this is Veiled Silence by Eve Black. This is one of the books in the Silent Night series that was that Silent Night world that Kate C. Wells wrote her book in that we all just love. So this is the one that I actually read early in the year, and I liked it. It is in third person, so poor Mandy probably won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. But there is audio now, Mandy, so you might be able to do it. So this is about Kendra and Gideon, and I remember listening when I was reading Kate's book. Kendra was the one that caught my attention. I wanted to know their story, and so Kendra and Gideon have been trying for 3 years to get pregnant. She is he described like he met her at a gala, like he was looking for a wife. He'd already pulled her information. She really didn't have a family. He knew that he could pull one over on her and get her to marry him and give him an heir right away, and that he wouldn't have to like fall in love with her. But she finds out that he has betrayed her in a specific way. He comes home and yells at her one day, and she decides she is done. Well, it's just before Christmas. She has just found out that she's pregnant, and there are gifts under the tree, or gifts on their way to Gideon to let him know that he's going to be a daddy. And so this is their story and how they figured out. This is still 4 stars. I still enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed the audio a little bit more than reading it. And that could be that third person thing, because it's hard in third person sometimes. I mean, I can do it more than you can do it. Like I've done it for certain things, but I think it was even better with audio. So I did enjoy this quite a bit. So if you want it, the audio is out. But the way I got confused is one of the books is coming out later this month, and I had it on my TBR just to try the last book in the series. And I was like, oh, it came out early. No, dummy, it didn't. You picked up the wrong book. That's okay. I'm not mad about it.
You're an interesting one.
True.
Okay. Next, I listened to Sterling by Sapphire Knight. So this is part of her MC world. It's a shorter one. Oh crap, the timer. It has Sterling, obviously. So Sterling is in the MC. This book lost me right away. I'm just going to be honest. It's an MC, but one of their side things that they do instead of like drug running or, you know, smuggling guns or whatever, they have a porno business. And so they film pornos. So that's what the MC does, which I just had a hard time with like wrapping my head around that. And Sterling's main job, along with his best friend, is to do the pornos. Not together, but they're like the stars of the different movies that they make. And his best friend has a little sister, Leah, or Lee, and they kind of like each other, but he's a porn star. And I really struggled with this. I rated it 3 stars because I felt like maybe more of it was me. But yeah.
Okay. I get that. I get why you struggled. I was trying to remember this guy's first name. We're just going by his last name because that's what he's called by in the book for my next one.
Okay.
Okay. So I picked up Creed by Kristen Ashley. This is the second book in her Unfinished Heroes series, and I can't do all these things. I'm just going to talk with you, hanging out right there, looking at me. So this is about Sylvie and Creed, which is his last name, and I can't remember what his first name is, but it's okay. He goes by Creed the whole time. So Sylvie has built up walls around her. She is actually an older heroine. She is in her late 30s. Creed is 39, and she's just a few years younger than Creed. So she's in her mid to late 30s. And she works for Knight, who is the hero in the first book in the series. She's a bit of an enforcer for him. And so she's a tough little cookie, and she has just a lot of walls built up around her. Well, we start to see there's flashbacks, but we start to see she knows she's being followed. And one day Creed shows up, and we find out that he is like the the one that got away, he was her protector and someone who took care of her when they were young, and they fell in love, and something happened. And it was a little bit of a betrayal situation. She's still hurt by it, and she hasn't seen him in many years. But now he's back, and they're being forced to work together. But she's really got like icicles just hanging off her heart. She's very guarded. And Creed is willing to do anything to get her back. So second chance, I gave it 4.5 stars. It was really good. It was really good. It's Kristen Ashley. Of course it's good. It's definitely older, because when they talk about the flip phone and stuff, I was like, what? Oh yeah, that's from a while ago. But it's so good.
Some people keep their flip phones.
I have one just because it has pictures on it.
I mean, but you're not actively using it.
Oh, heck no.
I mean, there are people
Can you imagine
who still
texting with one of those?
use flip phones.
I know some people that give them to their kid. Their kids have flip phones because they don't want their kids on the internet and stuff. So, okay, what you got next?
Well, apparently I'm ready for my nap.
Yeah.
Well, this is my last book.
Okay.
And that is Unexpected Shot by Shel Sloan. This just came out, and this is part of her Nashville Player Series. This is book number 2. So here we have Shelby and Bo. If you've read the first book, you have seen the two of them. They do not like each other. So we have true enemies to lovers going on. Bo is a little unsure why Shelby hates him with such a passion, but he likes to get under her skin a little bit. So the banter between these two is like chef's kiss in this book. So in this, we have them, they do not like each other. They're both pro golfers. And I don't want to give a lot away because it's just so good and there's many layers to this book, but there is a lot of golf in this. So if you like golf or get disappointed when a book is a sports romance and there's very little of that sports in there, that's not going to happen in this one. There's a lot of golf, but it's not overwhelming, and it's easy to understand. So even if you don't know nothing about golf, you're not going to feel overwhelmed by this book. So we have Shelby and Bo. They hate each other. Shelby is best friends with Bo's sister. She's recently moved back to Nashville, and they've accidentally end up living next to each other in brand new houses on this fancy golf course. And somehow they end up married in Vegas. It's very, very good.
The question
And
is,
Shel
does
says
she make golf sexy?
Yes, she's making golf sexy.
Did she do it? Okay. All right.
She did.
That is quite the trial.
It's
like, that
fantastic.
Yeah, making golf sexy. That is quite the accomplishment. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, next I picked up a dark rom-com. So this is How to Kidnap a Fake Date, and it is by Effie Campbell. There is audio for this one now. This is about Maggie and Roman. So Maggie is a serial killer. Well, she comes from a family of serial killers. She hasn't made her first kill yet, but she is the oldest daughter and she's expected to. Her younger sister like really just thrives at this job. And she's kind of the family disappointment because, again, she doesn't have any kills under her belt. And so when her sister starts quizzing her, because she is the family disappointment, her sister starts quizzing her and about her life, and she's like, yep, I have a boyfriend. Well, she really doesn't. She does have a crush, though, on the neighbor guy. And the neighbor guy is Roman. Roman. But Roman leads kind of a double life. He is an online influencer, and his whole platform is that he's this gorgeous celibate guy, and he doesn't have sex at all, and it's okay to not have sex, and yada, yada, yada. But in the meantime, he's bringing girls home left, right, and sideways who don't know who he is. So he really is living a double life. Her dad is getting married, and her sister's like, well, if you got a boyfriend, bring him down, because the dad is trying to force her to marry this other guy who wants to be a part of the family empire, and he's a creep and she doesn't like him. So she drugs and kidnaps her neighbor and makes him go to the family as her fake boyfriend. 4 stars. It was good.
So you read a fake dating book.
I did. And it was different because it really wasn't about the fake dating. It was about her relation, like their thing. That was only a small part of it. I do not like fake dating, though. This one I could handle. If it wasn't fake dating, it might have been 5 stars had she just kept him longer. So, okay. Anyhow, this next book that I read is called That's Amore, and it is by Maya Alden. It's about Elisa and Dante. When the book starts out, Elisa and Dante have been married for 2 years, I think is what it is. And they got married. It was like an arranged marriage. and it was arranged by Dante's grandfather, and it has something to do with family businesses, not mafia, just billionaires and the weird things that they do. And the grandfather has just passed away. And the night of the funeral, Elisa heard Dante talking very drunkenly, but he was talking to a friend of his, and he was saying how their sex life sucked and that he really does like his lawyer friend better, but he is not cheating on her, but he likes his lawyer better, and that she'd make a better wife because Elisa comes from a different background. And so she leaves him. She asks for a divorce and she leaves him. And Dante he doesn't see the writing on the wall. Like, he doesn't see why. And he decides that he's going to bribe her and make her come to like some events that they still need to go to as his wife. Otherwise, he tells her, I'll either sign the divorce papers if you go do these things with me, or I will contest the divorce. And where they are in Italy, it can take up to 3, 4, 5 years for the divorce to go through if it's contested. And so she doesn't have a choice, but of course he's going to win her heart back. He's going to do the thing. 4 stars. I'll listen to the audio. It worked for me. Okay, and last but not least, the book I've been waiting for and waiting to tell all of you guys about, Vexing Valmar by Ruby Dixon. So this just came out. This is book 5 in the Ice Planet Clone series. It just gets more interesting and more interesting as we go here. So this is about Valmar and April. April is our heroine, and she and Valmar at the end of the book just before this, we know that they're resonating, but they haven't given into it. And April is from Hawaii. We know this by the way she talks. She doesn't know this because all of these clones pretty much have amnesia in some way, shape, or form. Like, she can remember some things. She remembers actually more than most. But every once in a while, she'll use a word that is native to Hawaiian culture and that language. And then her transmitter, like her thing, just wigs out because it doesn't recognize the word. And then you have Valmar, the guy that she resonated to. He's surly. He's an asshole. He stands outside of the group. He really doesn't have much to do with the community there. And we find out that he remembers literally nothing, absolutely nothing about his life before the dude before him that he got his memories from or whatever. There's nothing there. And so because of that, he feels like he's missing out, like he doesn't have the rules. He doesn't understand how things are supposed to work. He doesn't understand that, like what he's supposed to do in certain situations. And he feels like he's like the butt of the joke. Like, if he lets people know this, then they're going to laugh at it. It's going to be a thing. And so since they hate each other, she decides that she's going to give him 12 tasks. And every time he completes a task, he gets a reward of some kind. And that prolongs resonance and then leads up to them becoming a couple, if they even do that. So, I gave it 4.5 stars, and I love Ruby. I just feel like everybody needs to know this. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Okay.
That's it. That was my week.
Okay.
Now what?
All right.
That's a short one.
Yeah. Okay.
But
So hit that subscribe button to be entered to win Chasing Fire by Avery Kingston, and comment on this video or last week's 1-minute book recs. That'll put you into the drawing. If you're interested in ways to support us, you can see below for our Amazon store, as well as thinking about our channel membership. And our next chapter voted video will be coming soon. I think everyone's going to really enjoy the one that they picked. Yep. I am reading my book from July, so I am a little delayed because I didn't read hardly at all this past week, and I'll have that for next week. And then our captors will also be picking a book for you to read, Jessica, starting actually this week. So people at home, if you've not joined our channel membership and you're thinking about it and you want to tell Jessica what to read, you can join in on getting to pick and then vote for that soon. So
yeah, be nice, guys.
For those of you who have joined already and are supporting us that way. And if membership isn't for you, just comment and like and hit that subscribe button on Hyper Videos. All of that is great ways to support us without spending a penny.
Yep. All right. Well, we're gonna sign off here, but if you want more of us, what 2 videos are we putting at the end here today? We're gonna do our August TBR. And what was the other one?
And then our last video before that was the Bray video, where you guys can go and see what it was like to go to Bray and kind of get an idea for a feel for a book signing event. Yeah, so there's 2 more videos you can go watch if you haven't done it yet. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to check back on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for new videos from us, and sometimes Wednesdays.